welcome back to Babs Fabs. I am going to be working on some altered paper clips today. But before I get started, you can see all the goodness that is spread out on my table. But before I get started, I would just like to thank some friends who are great supporters to my channel, and one of them is Claire. I think Claire is from Australia. Linda, I'm not sure where Linda is. Linda might be in Texas. Linda, you have to let me know where you're from. Lou, I think Lou is here in Miami. Angie, Tammy, and Over the Hedge. I would like to just thank you all for being good supporters and leaving nice, warm comments for me. So I just want to keep inspiring you ladies, and hopefully you are being inspired. And I am helping you all, and you all are helping me by keeping me encouraged. I'm just going to recap on something real quick. These are, remember last time, Claire, well, my hands were messy, but it was a good messy, you see, because these came out really nice. I like the way they came out, and you can see how the edges are frayed, and I'm going to fray them more. But these are the cloth ones, and these are the ones that I did off camera, which are paper. These are the ones out of cardstock, and these are the ones out of cardstock and scrapbooking paper. Scrapbooking paper came in colors, and the cardstock is in white, so they really came out nice. Be able to put on my tags. We'll be able to put on my journals and other things. But I really like the way they came out. And joy. I love joy. The joy of the Lord is my strength. Even sometime when we're weak and we don't know whether we can make it, because of His strength, we can make it, because God is always joyful. So as long as God is joyful, we have strength. We have to believe that. So this is joy, and this is joy. I'm going to keep joy close to me, because I can use joy for something a little later. So see, I just cut it a little, and then I tear it so that I can have that edge that's frayed. I love that little frayed look. Okay, so Joy, you stay close to me, because I'm going to need you, Joy. So the Ultra paper clips that I have is like these. These are Ultra paper clips, and they're different styles and different sizes. Now this one here, I heart you. I love that. It's just paper clip on the back, and then you just add different textures, different clusters of paper like I showed you. I'm going to show you today, and you just build from one basic. This will be your foundation, and then you just add on to this. So this is one way you can use it. Let me take these off so you can see. So this is one way you can use the Ultra paper clip, by putting it on your journal, putting it on a tag. Be strong and courageous, from Deuteronomy 3 and 5. This is always be joyful. Always be joyful. So you just take the back and you just use it to put it wherever you want to. 1 Thessalonians 5:16. And these are the ones with the paper clip on the back. That's one way. And this is another way you can make them with the paper clip here. So you can put them on like this. That's another way. Shake it off. That's another way you can do it. Okay, this is another way. By putting the paper clips at the top, and you can put them on the edge of the paper like that. Super cute, right, ladies? So I'm going to show you how to do this one first. and I just get them all together and I just make them all up at one time, so when I'm ready to start decorating them, then I'm on, you know, like a assembly line. Just take it, and you could take whatever you have. These are butterflies that I already had made. I made them already. You see, you have to have your things. Sit down one day and, like I say, just make all your butterflies. Punch all your butterflies out, and then punch all my butterflies. Just punch all my butterflies out one day with my scraps of scrapbooking paper. Cut all your butterflies out one day. And this is actually a heart punch. You see the heart? That's a heart punch, but when I put it in my punch a certain way, it opens out. I put it on the fold. I'll show you one day. That's a little tip. I'll show you one day. And it comes out like a butterfly. So I have little tiny small butterflies that I also can use. I put some pearls here, and I put eyelash trim, and you see how you just decorate them. This is actually wallpaper. This is a wallpaper butterfly. Take my wallpaper and I use my wallpaper and make out the butterflies also. So you start off with your base. This is your base, and let me show you how to make the base. With the base, you just take a scrap of your wallpaper, or this is scrapbooking paper, and you put the short, of course you're going to fold this in half. So you're going to take the short part of the paper clip and put it here, which is going to be the inside. Fold it over, and the back is going to be the long side of the paper clip. You see, this is the short side, and the back goes on the long side. So what you do is you take a piece of double-sided adhesive. Really, you don't have to use the double side, but I like to just use it as a reinforcement because it helps the paper clip stay in place. So if you don't have your double-sided tape, as you see here, you just get you some good old glue. See the tacky glue I'm using, and you just go around it to go on top of it like that. Make sure you have enough glue on it because you don't want it coming apart, and then you just fold it in half. This is your base. This is your base. This is your base. You're ready to work from this. Okay, it's the same thing as this right here, your base. You're going to build on this foundation here. Okay, so let me show you how to make the one that folds over on the side, like this one. This is this one, and this is this one. Okay, this is the one that looks like where the paper clip is hidden on the back. Okay, so this is how you do the one that goes to the side. You just take the short end, like you do, that goes inside, and I'm sorry. Yeah. Wait. This part is going to fold over. So this part is like this, I believe. Wait, I'm confused. I'm confusing myself. I might have to come back and show you. Okay, like this, and the long side is where the long side. I'm getting confused, ladies. You know how it is when you get on camera. I might have to come back with this. Because I'm supposed to fold it. This is too. I think I can make it any size though. But this is the side you take here, and you're supposed to put it. This is the long edge. I know I'm totally confusing you all. But see, you have a short edge, you have a short part here, and then you have the bottom, you have the long part. This is where you take this part. Usually it have to be the same side as the paper clip. So you take your paper and you put it to that long part at the bottom. You see, I'm sorry. I know I totally confused you. But this is it. This is what you work from. This is what you work through. So if you want it to go on this side of the paper, it goes like that. If you want it to go on the right side of the paper, then you decorate it this way. Whichever way you want it to go, on the right side of your paper, your left side, and you just take it and do the same thing I did here. Take it. Okay. Take it and you glue it. You open it up real good, and if you want to, you could put the double-sided tape here, but you could just take your glue, put a good amount at the top, and just put it all over that part, and you glue it. Okay, ladies, I know. I'm hoping that I really didn't confuse you. So here, I'm going to do it again. This is the long bottom part. You see the long bottom part here. This is where you're going to take your paper and just take it and you're going to put it here. But usually try to get it to measure out the measurement, the width. This is about maybe an inch and almost 2 inches. Almost 2 inches. So this paper here is almost 2 inches if you want to get the complete width of it. But you can use a short one like this if you want to. So you're going to put it on the long straight end and you just glue it. And this is your base. You can round the corners if you want to, but this is your base. So you'll start adding and you start decorating from this. And you come out with something like this. You come out with something like this, okay? So you also could use fabric on it. So you could use fabric on it. So just take it. Add your fabric glue. I don't have it in here with me, but yes I do. But just start. You could use any type of glue. You could use the tacky glue, or you can use your fabric tack glue here, which I have here. Okay, so you could add your fabric to it, and after your lace, I'm sorry, this is lace. You can have your lace, and I just have different rows of lace. Pieces of lace, you just cut it out beforehand so you'll be ready to use it. Different types. So you could use all your lace scraps. This is a beautiful one here. This is another one. And the last one. So you can use your lace scraps for your altar paper clips and also your clusters, which we're going to get into a little bit later also. So you just take your tacky glue, and I'm going to use, where is the butterfly that I just had? This one. Put your glue on the back of your butterfly. Glue your butterfly there. And I like mine to be hanging off the edges a little bit. You don't have to go right and go right to. The last thing you add is a word. Have your words ready. You can use flowers. You know, you can put flowers on instead of the butterfly. You can use hearts. And usually when you add use flowers, make sure you distress the edges with your distress oxide or your ink. Okay. Oxide. I just got that one, but I love that color. That's the color. Make sure you have your 2 different sponges so you won't get the colors mixed. You don't want to mix your color. Okay. So this dries, and then you add your word. Now see, joy on this one will be perfect. If you want to add joy at the bottom, add joy here somewhere, then that's where you can add joy. It's not too big, but I will add it to a larger one like this, I will add this joy to this. You know, this already have a word, but you will add this joy because of the size. But that one being small like that, I will take, I have words here. I just made this for wallpaper, where I just make sure I have all my words in